Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft Java video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 best shaders for Minecraft Java Edition, and I am on the latest version, which is the 1.17.1 update. I'm going to show you my top 5 best shaders which I like to use with Minecraft Java Edition version 1.17.1, and at the end of the video I will show you how to install these shaders for Minecraft Java Edition. Okay, so in the number 5 spot we do have the ASTRALEX shaders, and I have done a review of this shader pack before, and it's actually based on the BSL shader pack. And what's interesting about it is that everything is cell shaded, so you can see that we do have the blocks that look cell shaded. The water graphics also do look really nice. We have some nice reflections there. You can clearly see the clouds reflecting in the water there. And the clouds themselves, they look really nice. I do like the colors that have been used in the background there. The blue that they've used along with the clouds look really nice and unique compared to any other shader pack I've seen. But what really makes this shader pack stand out is not the daytime graphics, it's the nighttime graphics. So let's go ahead and change the time to nighttime. And as you guys can see, the nighttime just looks amazing. Look at that, we do have like shooting stars coming up there as well, as you can see. Look at that. And what's really cool is that those shooting stars and all the stars, they actually show up in the water as well. So I'm just actually looking down right now, and you can see the stars reflecting in the water, as you can see there. I haven't seen a shader pack with that kind of sky before, and I think it's really unique as well. And as you can see, I am in the water here, and it's reflecting the stars into the water there, and you can actually see the shooting stars go past in the water reflection, and that's really cool. I really do like the way they've done that. We can see some nice reflections there in the night time as well. So yeah, this is why this is on my number 5 spot in my top 5 shaders list, because it's so unique. Unfortunately, this shader pack does not work properly with OptiFine, because OptiFine is currently in the preview build. So we do have to use Iris Shaders to install this and for it to work properly. So just bear that in mind. Hopefully when the later updates do come out for OptiFine, it should work properly. But currently it's not supported by OptiFine in its current state. If you guys haven't checked the shader pack out, definitely give it a go. It's really cool. Okay, so let's move on to our next shader pack. Okay, so in number 4 position we do have SILDURS shaders, and these are the SILDURS Vibrant shaders, and I am using the highest pack available, which is the Extreme Volumetric Lighting pack of SILDURS shaders. And I really do like SILDURS Vibrant shaders because they do offer different levels of the shader pack. So you do have a light version as well. So if your computer system is not up to par with displaying all those graphics and getting high FPS, then you can go for the light version as well. I really do appreciate that they've given so much breakdown for the shader pack. So let's turn up the time and make it day. And I think this is where the shader pack really shines, is the daytime graphics. As you guys can see, the water just looks so nice. It looks amazing in my opinion. We do have the rounded sun there by default as well, and the shadows and the fog effects as well. They look so nice for the shader pack. If you are playing in survival mode, I highly recommend this, and especially the adventure mode as well. This is definitely one of my top 5 shaders which I like to go back to all the time and play in. As you guys can see, it does have some nice shadows as well. We do have the moving trees there. Everything just looks so nice. I think the main focus point for this shader pack is the water. I do quite like it. It's really vibrant. The colors they've used are quite vibrant and nice. And we do have some nice shadows as well and sharp graphics. So if you guys haven't checked this one out, definitely this is another one to check out and add to your shader pack list. And I will leave a link in the description for all of the shaders that I've shown you today, so you don't have to go around searching for them. So yeah, if you guys are looking for another shader pack to try out with your Minecraft Java Edition game, definitely give SILDURS Vibrant Shaders a go. Okay, so let's move on to the next shader pack now. And in number 3 position, we do have the complementary shaders, which is another shader pack that is based off the BSL shaders. And I really do like this one. It's really cool. It's got some nice features to it, and I'll show you what I mean by that. First of all, let me show you the water graphics. They do look really nice. Slightly different to what SILDURS shaders looks like, but I think this one also looks quite nice as well. It's got the more realistic feel to it. I also like the color scheme that they've used for this. It's really cool, as you guys can see over here. We do have some nice cloud colors as well, and shadows as well. This is another shader pack that I do highly recommend that you guys check out. Another reason why I do like using the shader pack is that the author of the shader pack is keeping it alive. They are working on it quite frequently, so it is one of the more up-to-date shader packs. So all the other ones, I think the production for them probably stopped around version 1.16.5, but this one, the latest version, does support up to 1.17, and I'm pretty sure the author will be working on it currently as well. So if you guys are looking for a more up-to-date shader pack, definitely give this one a go. I'm going to show you another cool thing that you can do with the shader pack. So if we go into our options, click on video settings, and click on shaders. Now I am using OptiFine for this. So if you are using the Iris shaders, you won't be able to do this. You do need OptiFine to do this. So as you guys can see, I've got the complementary shaders selected there. This is version 4.0.2. If I click on shader options, now in this setting here, I can change the profile. So I can actually change it to vanilla RTX type profile. And if I click on the done button here, it will change it to look like how the Bedrock version looks like. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So as you guys can see, it looks like the RTX version. So if you guys ever did play on the Minecraft for Windows 10, aka Minecraft Bedrock version, and enabled RTX in-game, you would see that the graphics look exactly the same. I'm really amazed by how they've done it. The water graphics look exactly the same like how the Bedrock version looks. And another cool thing for this, let me show you quickly, is the ores in the RTX profile, that they are glowing, as you guys can see here. Alright, let's turn it to nighttime. There we go. So as you guys can see, we do have the glowing ores there, and it is nighttime, and it looks really cool, guys. I think this one is definitely worth checking out. It looks so nice. As you guys can see, we do have the sun's rays coming in there through the trees, and we do have the reflections there on the water, and I'm so happy to see the RTX being emulated within the Java version of the game. I just think it's a really unique thing to do. That is why I've decided to put the complementary shaders in my number 3 position, because it's got this extra bit that you can try out. Obviously, we can go to options, click on video settings, click on shaders, shader options, and then we can change it back to the high profile. And we can mess around with all the other options as well, like the sky, lighting, water, shadows, and all that other good stuff. And as you can see, we're now back to what the Minecraft Java shaders look like, and this one is another cool one. So yeah, if you guys are looking for a more up-to-date shader pack and something that's been worked on currently, and you've got the RTX options there as well, definitely give this one a go, guys. I highly do recommend you try this one out. Okay, so let's move on to the next shader pack now. Okay, and in number 2 position, we do have the SEUS Renewed shaders. I really am a big fan of the water in this one. As you guys can see, it looks so realistic from the top here. I love this water effect, the way the ripples are showing and we can see through the water. I think this is one of the best water graphics I've seen in any shader pack till date. And this is why it's on my number 2 position, because of the water. I think that really wins it for this shader pack. If you guys do like to play survival or adventure or even creative and you do enjoy the water graphics, then this is definitely one to check out. Obviously, we do have the other good stuff as well, similar to other shader packs like the shadows, the reflections as well. And another unique feature to this shader pack is that the water, when it rains, the tiles, they do get shiny. So let me show you what I mean by that. Let's set the weather to rain. As you guys can see, the grass is now soaked, and we can see reflections coming off the tree onto the grass blocks there, which looks really nice. I think that's a really nice effect what they've done there. Look at that. I've never seen any other shader pack do that. It's really unique. So yeah, this shader pack definitely has some nice things going on with it. You can see it's raining and we can see the reflections coming off the trees and everything onto the blocks there. And it looks really wet, gives it that real effect. And as you can see the raindrops there, look at that. It looks so real. So yeah, this is why this shader pack is on the number 2 list, guys. I highly recommend that you check this one out as well. Add it to your collection, give it a go. Now, if you do come across any errors with this shader pack, with Iris Shaders for example, then just switch to OptiFine and you should be good. But yeah, just look at that, it looks really nice. And we can see the raindrops on the water there. It's so realistic. It's amazing how they've managed to achieve that. So yeah, if you guys are looking for a realistic shader pack with cool looking water graphics and nice reflective tiles like this one, I highly recommend you give the SEUS Renewed shader pack a go. And as I mentioned before, I will leave a link in the description below to all of the shader packs that I've shown you in this video. Alright, so finally let's move on to the number 1 shader pack, which I've chosen as my top shader pack of the list. Okay, so for the number 1 position for the top 5 best shaders in 2021, I've decided to go with the BSL shader pack. And the reason for that is that because it's got the best performance, in my opinion, out of all of the shader packs. And there is a reason why people keep coming to this. And if you've seen other people on the YouTube channels, when they do their playthroughs, for example, PewDiePie or any of the other build videos, you would have noticed that they are actually using BSL shaders. And the reason for that is that it's got the best compatibility, you have less crashes, and as I've shown you earlier today, 2 other shader packs are also based on BSL shaders. So I highly do recommend that you guys do add this to your shader pack list. And it does have some other options as well. So as you guys can see, the sun is actually squared there, but we can actually go into the menu options there, click on video settings, click on shaders, shader options, and then if we click on atmospherics, and then in this section we can change it to a round sun and moon. Obviously we can do other options here as well, so cloud config, sky config, all that other good stuff, as you guys can see. Click on done, and as you guys can see now the sun has been rounded, so that looks really nice. I do like the color scheme that's been used in this, guys. I think it's a really nice shader pack, definitely one to try out, add to your list. It's got one of the best performances that I've seen in any other of the shader packs as well. So if you guys are looking for a compatible shader for Minecraft Java Edition with the least amount of problems, least amount of crashes, and should be good on your performance as well, then I do highly recommend that you give this one a go. I think it's really nice. Obviously we do have the nice water effect there. We've got nice clouds, got the sun there, nice shadow effects, nice color scheme as well. It's not too vibrant, it's not too protruding into your eyes as well. You can just install it and then forget about it. And if you guys do enjoy playing the survival mode, then I think this is another cool one to have. Just install it and have it installed all the time, and then just play your survival world. And as you guys can see, we do have the reflection there coming off the lava into the water there as well. Nice reflections of the sun into the water there as well. Let's check out the underwater graphics as well. As you guys can see, it looks really nice underwater as well. So I highly do recommend that you guys give this one a go. I will leave a link in the description to this shader pack. It's a really nice shader pack, guys. And I'm also going to show you guys a bonus shader pack that I wasn't able to include in this list, but I do think I need to mention that shader pack because it is quite a nice shader pack and another one to definitely worth check out and add to your list. Okay, and for the bonus shader section, I have gone for the OCEANO shader pack, and this one is really cool. And as the name does suggest, it is based around the ocean and the graphics of the water, and we can see we've got a nice blue sea effect going on there. Nice reflections. It looks quite realistic, and we can see the fishes in there. We can see through the water, not too many reflections, so it doesn't look that fake at all. We've got nice water graphics underwater as well. And another thing I do like about this is the color palette that they've used on the grass. As you guys can see, it looks quite nice. It's a bit on the vibrant side, but I think it is different to the other shaders as well. So this is another shader pack that I do highly recommend that you guys check out. Just look at those water graphics there. As the name does suggest, it is based around the ocean and water-based graphics. Got some nice reflections there coming in from the sun. Got some nice clouds as well. And look at that green grass as well. It looks so nice. So if you guys are looking to add another shader pack to your list, definitely give the OCEANO shader pack a go. I think it's a really nice shader pack, guys. And that's why I've included it in the bonus section, because I wasn't able to include it in my top 5 list. So this is another shader pack that I would highly recommend that you guys check out and download for your Minecraft game. And now that we are on the latest version 1.17.1, this is another cool one that you can try out. Alright, so that does conclude the top 5 best shaders for Minecraft Java Edition version 1.17.1 2021, and I'm also going to show you guys how to install these shaders. So I'm going to show you how to use Iris Shaders and OptiFine to get these shaders to work in your Minecraft Java game. Okay, so we're going to begin with the installation, and before we install Iris Shaders or OptiFine, the first thing we're going to do is download Java and make sure that we have the latest version of Java installed. And the reason for that is that the installer for OptiFine and Iris Shaders are in a jar file, and by using Java, it's going to make our lives so much easier. So if you just open up your internet browser, start typing in java.com, and then just download Java, click on the link, agree and start free download. Just wait for that to finish downloading, and then we're going to run the file to start the installation process. Alright, so I'm going to click on install, wait for that to finish downloading and then installing, and I'll come right back when it's finished installing it. Alright, so as you guys can see, it does say you have successfully installed Java. So let's go ahead and close that down. Now we're going to move on to downloading OptiFine. So in your search bar, just type in Minecraft OptiFine, and it's normally going to be the first result there, which is optifine.net. So just click on that link, then go to the download section, and because we're on the latest version as of today, which is 1.17.1, it's still in the preview version. So the latest version in the preview section is the pre-27 file. So I'm going to click on this mirror link and I'm going to start the download for it. And as you guys can see, it's finished downloading the preview build for OptiFine version 1.17.1, and this is the pre-27 version as well. Alright, let me close this down, and the next file we're going to download now is the Iris Shaders. So just start typing in Iris Shaders in your search bar, and then go to the first link. Normally it's the irisshaders.net link, so click on that, click on download now, and then click on this link which says download universal jar to start the download. And as you guys can see, it's also finished downloading the Iris installer. Let's close this down. The next file I'm going to show you is the BSL shaders as an example. So just start typing in BSL shaders in your search bar. And the link we need to go to is this one, which is bidslablab.com. This is the author's main website, and it's always going to have the latest version. So just click on the download link over here, scroll down, and we're going to download BSL shaders version 8.0.01. Let's wait for that to start downloading, and then let's wait for it to finish. Alright, so as you can see, BSL shaders have finished downloading, and the shader pack files are always going to be in a zip format, and you can go ahead and download all the other shader packs as well. And as I mentioned earlier, I am going to leave a link in the description for all of the files I've shown you today. Okay, so I have gone ahead and placed all these files on my desktop, so I'm going to start with the OptiFine first of all. So for OptiFine to install it, it's really simple because we've got Java installed. Just right click on it, go to where it says open with, select Java Platform SE binary, and then it should automatically find the default installation folder for Minecraft, and just click on install, wait for that to finish, and it should say OptiFine is successfully installed. Click on OK and it should close down. Let's move this out of the way. Do the same for Iris Installer as well. Right click on it, hover over Open With, and then select Java Platform SE Binary. It should start up the installer. Now for Edition, you can't really select anything. It's got the Iris and Sodium automatically selected there. Game version, let's select the latest one, which is 1.17.1, and then leave everything else the same as it is. Click on Install and wait for that to finish downloading and installing. And there we go, it says installation succeeded. So let's close this down and let's move this out of the way. Now let's go to our Minecraft default launcher. Now if we click on the drop down here at the bottom left, we can see we've got two things here. Now it is showing OptiFine for version 1.17.1, and it is showing Iris and Sodium for Minecraft version 1.17.1. And if we click on the installations tab here, you will see the two new installations that we just made. The next thing we need to do is place the shaders file into the shader packs folder. So if we just hover over any of these lines, click on the folder icon over here, let's minimize this, and then look for a folder over here that says shader pack. So you can see I've got one here. If you don't have this folder for any reason, just right click anywhere on an empty space, go to new, click on folder, and then just rename it to shader packs as it's shown here. Alright, so I'm going to double click on this to open it, and then I'm just going to move this out of the way. I'm going to drag this BSL zip file, which is the shader pack file, into the shader packs folder. And you can do this for all of the other shader packs as well. Just make sure they are in zip format, and then just go back and it should be in the Minecraft directory. As I said before, if you don't have this folder, just right click and then do new, select folder, and then just rename the folder to shader packs. Okay, so we can just close this down. Now let's go back to the launcher. I'm going to show you OptiFine as the example. I'm going to hover over this and click on play, or we can go in the play section, make sure OptiFine is selected in the drop down, and then click on play over here. Okay, so once your game loads, obviously just go to options, video settings, and then we should see a button that says shaders. So just click on that, and as you can see, we've got BSL showing here. Click on that and it should install it for you. Click on done, then go to single player. Let's create a new world as an example. And as you guys can see, I am now loaded into the game with the cool looking BSL shaders working as it should, and we've got all the cool looking sun reflections there and the shadows as well. I'm just going to quickly show you what the Iris shaders looks like as well, because in OptiFine we can go into options, video settings, shaders, and then shader options and select the profiles for the shaders as well. But unfortunately with Iris shaders you can't do that at the moment, so just keep that in mind. Alright, let me just close this down. Let's open up the launcher again, and this time in the drop down let's select Iris and Sodium, and in the click on play we can also go to installations, and then where it says Iris and Sodium, click on play here. Okay, so as you guys can see at the bottom left here, it does say Minecraft 1.17.1/Fabric, because this is based off Fabric. So we do know that the Iris shaders are working. So just click on options, go to video settings, and you will see the layout has changed compared to what OptiFine looks like. And we do have here, it says general, quality, advanced, and then shader packs. And in this section we can select BSL, click on apply, click on done, close that down, go to single player. Let's go to the world that we created earlier, and that should also display the world with BSL shaders installed and showing. So yeah, if you guys do have any issues with one shader pack, for example, if a shader pack is not working with OptiFine for whatever reason, as I mentioned before, the ASTRALEX shaders do have a problem with OptiFine, then do go ahead and use Iris shaders, because they will work quite well with that one. So just switch them around if you do notice any performance or graphical problems. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please do give us a like. And if you have any comments or queries about using the shader pack, please do leave them in the comment section below. Also, do let me know what is your favorite shader pack, what shaders do you like to play with, And also, please do subscribe to this channel to help support it, help it grow. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.